Is that what you said, 9:28?
I thought I heard like 2 minutes before.
It's 9:28 now.
We're doing it at 9:28?
9:28 is now, though.
We're doing it at 9:30.
Okay. So are they up on, they're up on that graphic on the
I
left?
see the graphic right there. So she can go to the graphic and then she can just resolve the animation and resolve there. But just keep her mic off. I'm gonna make sure this is 9:30. Yeah, Aaron probably needs the camera set to 9:30 straight up.
Okay, how much time you got till 9:30? We're like 50 seconds from 9:30. 45. We're coming up on 30, Rick. Rick, we want to come in now. Her mic is on her.
Meteorologist Nicole Madden here with an update on the snow that we're seeing move through the Charlotte metro area this morning. We're seeing some good bursts here of that snow, so we're getting reduced visibility and seeing a couple of accidents out on parts of 85 and 77, especially some of those side roads. Right now you can see some of the snow that's falling right now out of Charlotte. This is from the WCCB studio, seeing more light snow in the mountains as well, and that's where we're going to see those higher accumulations. But even light dusting is what we're talking about yesterday, that even a light dusting here, whether that's ice or snow, could make things slick, and especially when it comes to driving here in wintry weather, people tend to use the brakes a little bit more often. So if you're going to be out on the roads here within the next hour, driving near Charlotte, Concord, into Gastonia here or Rock Hill, you want to make sure that you are extra cautious. You can see the snow falling from the Charlotte Motor Speedway, so it looks really pretty here. We had about 2/10 of an inch, 3/10 of an inch that fell within parts of Cabarrus and Mecklenburg County. A little bit further for northern Mecklenburg County, we saw almost an inch fall in Davidson yesterday. The snow, though, is starting to add a little bit of a dusting here outside of the track. Now, as we move here over Lake Norman, you can see that the snow is starting to pile up here along some of the boats here. These views from resortcams.com, and we are going to see this snow begin to taper off. We had that good burst move through Lake Norman over the last hour or so, and this is our radar showing that snow that continues to push further to the south. We have this low pressure system that's sitting over the Ohio Valley, and this upper level disturbance jetted through here, and that's what's leading to this last little burst of snowfall that we're seeing this morning. Temperatures very cold, sitting in the upper 20s across the Piedmont. In the mountains, we're in the teens right now, and as we move through the next few hours, temperatures are going to remain very cold. This is the closer view here of the snow that we're seeing now moving into the 485 loop, moving into Matthews. You're starting to see some of that light snow as well. The bluish purple color, that's just showing some more of those intense bands that are moving through Charlotte at this time. We'll see this over the next 45 minutes to an hour, and then the snow is going to taper off. So walking you through your future track here, as we look ahead towards 10 o'clock, the snow already starting to become a little bit lighter as it moves south of Charlotte. And as we get towards midday, we're going to see the snow end across the area and really start to clear out as we get later into the afternoon. Instead, we're going to be left with those clear skies, but the winds will be picking up today out of the northwest, and that is going to lead to some very blustery conditions later in the afternoon. For the mountains, we'll see some ongoing snow showers. Those will end here later tonight. In terms of accumulation, best shot at seeing accumulating snow here that's going to be more than an inch. That that'll be for the mountains. We already saw that dusting earlier this morning, so an additional 1 to 2 inches of snowfall possible for the mountains here for elevations above 4,500 feet, closer to the Tennessee border. That's where we're going to see those highest totals. But even within the Piedmont here, near and south of 85, or near and south and east of 85, we could see an additional 0.2 of an inch or so. But again, even a little bit of that here could make conditions slick. So if you're going to be heading out today, please keep in mind that temperatures are not going to be getting much warmer than where they're at right now. So we'll likely have some icy spots here even into tomorrow morning as those temperatures drop further tonight. Now, the winds are going to be strong, gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour across the mountains. Throughout the Piedmont, we've got 15 to 25 mile per hour gusts possible here through the afternoon and early evening. And this is going to be impacting how it feels. So wind chills will be dropping overnight. Winds will gradually die down tomorrow for most of the region. As we move into the day here, we are going to see those temperatures stay pretty chilly here with the wind chills by 4 o'clock in the 20s area wide. In the mountains, going to be feeling like it's below zero through much of the day, and overnight bitter cold air really sets up shop here. We're looking at wind chills in the teens across much of the Piedmont, into the mountains 5 to 10 degrees below zero with those wind chills. Now for Friday, as the winds do die down, we will see those temperatures get back into the mid 40s in the mountains here. We're going to see those temperatures back into the 20s for the day. So still cold and still well below average for us, but conditions will improve as we get into our weekend. So going back here, I actually have another view, and I wanted to bring up just going over some of the traffic reports that we're getting. I know that parts of 85 here are closed in Rowan County because of a wreck until about noon. I believe it's southbound, but I'm going to double check on that for you. Just wanted to walk you through right now what we're seeing. If you're trying to get out this morning, this is that closer view of where this snow band is moving through the Charlotte metro region. So that's impacting parts of 85. We had a wreck here on 321 in Lincolnton, I believe, and also got some reports here of an accident along 77 into Troutman. So you may run into some of those issues here if you have to be out on the roads. If you can hold off, give it an hour or so, this snow is going to be clearing out and clearing south of the area. As we check in one more time here with your future track, just to walk you through, stopping the clock, this is 10, and you can see that the snow is drifting to the south here, and we're not going to see quite as many of those bursts going through the rest of the afternoon. For Charlotte, snow will be ending by midday. We'll see the snow clear out of the Piedmont. For the mountains, that's what will be left here. Will be a few more of some of those showers. So let me step out here. I'm going to go bring up our NCDOT maps so we can walk you through where we're seeing some more of those accidents if you are trying to get out this morning. In the meantime, I'll show you the camera because it's always pretty to see here as long as you're nice and warm, right? So you can check it out. Here's the snow falling out at the Charlotte Motor Speedway from our weather stem camera here. You can see the nice little flakes here flying, just coating the surface of the track here, or the infield of the track. And then we have another view here. Let me pull up our uptown camera too, so you can see that. This is from the WCCB studios, and you can't make out uptown because of the snow. So a drop in visibility is what we're seeing too. Let me see this West Charlotte camera too, because this one would probably look pretty nice as we're looking out. Yeah, and you can see coating the grass here. That used to be the practice field here for the Panthers, and that is looks like it's covered here in that nice light dusting of snow. Nice as long as you're not traveling in it, right? Let me pull up right now though the NCDOT cam so we can get a peek and see where some of those accidents are, just to guide you through if you're trying to get out this morning. So this is a look here at the NCDOT website, and you can see most of those road closures here are because of other things, but in terms of the weather that we're seeing this morning, the accident on 85 that I wanted to show you if I can find it. Traffic, not usually my thing, but I just want to help you out. We could see before it was really showing where we had, there was a lot more red on this map, but they may be doing, offering some detours. Let me see if I can find that. This in general, you can see that the roads here, the main roads are okay, but you're seeing a little bit of that light snow, the dusting just lining up on the sides of the roads. But surface temperatures here, and especially because all these roads have been treated, those main roads, the interstates have been treated, we shouldn't have too many troubles. It's just going to be people get nervous and just pumping the brakes here, maybe watching the snow here, thinking you're entering into more of a whiteout condition. That's when you're going to get a few more of those issues, but not seeing as much red on the map right now. But this is all along 85, so this is at Webb Road. And you can see bridges especially. This is why we always talk about bridges and overpasses. Notice how you're seeing more of the snow stack up here. Those are the first to freeze over. So the surface temperature along the bridge is going to be colder than the roads. So that's why we usually see the snow accumulate a little bit faster, and why we always warn that you have to watch out for icy spots for bridges and overpasses. So again, we're seeing that nice coating of snow here along US 29. And then let's take this a little bit further south here. That's throughout Cabarrus County. Let's check in and see how things are looking at 77. This is northbound at mile marker 20. Let's see if we can go into Uptown. Yeah, pretty light here, and the road's definitely more wet into Uptown Charlotte. So not seeing quite as many issues. We could see, let's go a little further north, getting into Iredell County, because I think that's where we had more trouble. So yeah, look at this. This is 77 south at mile marker 36. So you can see the snow still falling, but again, the main roads here, 77, 85, 74, those should be all okay. It's going to be the bridges, the overpasses. That's where we're going to see more issues here with some icy spots and some more slick conditions. But this is the latest with our current conditions. I'll just walk you through this again. Temperatures are cold, 28 degrees in Charlotte, 28 in Concord. In the mountains, we're sitting in the teens. We're seeing some of that snow here, the purples, blues. That's where we had that bigger burst here of snow, but now that we're starting to see that fade, the snow generally going to be a little bit lighter as it moves through Charlotte. So in the next 45 minutes, the snow will clear out. With our future track, I can show you that it is moving south of Charlotte. So moving into York County, we'll see some of that light snow in Lancaster County too. And by the time we get to midday, the snow going to be clearing out of the Piedmont. But in the mountains, we'll still see a couple of those snow showers here through the evening. So we could see more than an inch, even up to 2 inches for some of the highest elevations. Looking at those projected totals here, another 1/10 of an inch to 2/10 of an inch will be possible. So again, staying under a 1/2 an inch here across the Piedmont for areas south of 85. And this will be it for the snow once this does clear out. In the mountains, we're looking to see an inch, 1.5 inches here in addition to what has already fallen. So big story after the snow this morning is going to be those colder temperatures. The winds will be picking up today out of the northwest. We're looking at 15 to 25, even 30-mile-per-hour gusts across the Piedmont. In the mountains, stronger 30 to 40, 45-mile-per-hour gusts through the day. As we get into the overnight hours, winds are going to start to die down across the Piedmont, but in the mountains, we'll still have some of those 20 to 30-mile-per-hour gusts. So keeping those temperatures feeling very cold. Today is going to be bitter cold with those temps here getting towards noon, still feeling like the mid-20s as the wind begins to pick up. And in the mountains here, going to be feeling like it's below zero for most of the day. Even through 4 o'clock, still feeling like 26 in Charlotte, 23 in Statesville. As we move overnight, that's when those temperatures fall fast. It'll be feeling like the teens here throughout the Charlotte metro area into Concord, Statesville, Morganton. In the mountains, it's going to be feeling like 5 to 10 below zero. We do have a cold weather advisory for Ashe, Avery, and Watauga counties through tomorrow. That's with those frigid temperatures here, so dangerous to be outside for an extended period of time. If you don't have your hat, your gloves on, you want to make sure that you're prepared heading out tomorrow, because it will still be cold in the morning and for most of the day Friday. Temps are going to be a good 10 to 15 degrees below average. The winds will start to die down though Friday, so it's not going to feel quite as cold as today, but still chilly for this time of year even. As we get into the weekend, temps are going to be warming back up. We'll get into the 50s Saturday and Sunday, sunny, and if you can believe it, by Tuesday, those temperatures are going to be back near 70 degrees. So we've got a big warm up coming early next week. But yeah, last here of the snow that's moving through Charlotte. It'll be clearing out here across areas south of 85 by midday. For the mountains, you'll continue to see more of that light snow, but next here we got that bitter cold air that's going to be setting up through the end of the week before we get a nice warm up this weekend into early next week. So if anyone has any questions, here to answer it for you. If you can hold off getting out on the roads here by this afternoon, if you need to be out, you won't have to worry about the snow, but still icy spots into Friday morning as well with these cold temperatures. Stay safe, everyone. I think it's on. Is it on? Okay, cool.